Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com, and in this video I'm going to be making a little gift container for a lipstick or a lip balm. This one is one I love. Soothing Touch is the brand, and I got it at Sprouts. But anyway, any size lip balm pretty much would fit. It's a generous sized box so that the tube or lipstick tube can be wider if need be, but it'll also fit smaller chapsticks or lip balms. Okay, so I've got my Simply Scored scoring tool, and we are going to be using the Love Blossoms Designer Series paper stack and a couple of images from the Bloomin' Love stamp set in the Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog. So I'm going to start with a piece of Blushing Bride cardstock cut at 4 3/4 inch square, and I'm going to put it up here at the top of my Simply Scored, and we're going to score on one side at 3/4 of an inch and 4 inches. Then we're going to turn it and score at 1 3/4, 3, and 3 3/4. Okay, let's put this away. And now we're going to want to take our bone folder and fold on all these score lines and give it a really good crease. We're going to be doing some trimming before we assemble the box, and I've already pre-cut some of the designer paper from that Love Blossom stack to make this video not drag off too long. Okay, so I've got all my lines folded really well, and we're going to cut off these 4 rectangles on each corner. Okay, so I'm going to cut these off. And then we'll do some clipping up on those other score lines. And just up to that intersecting score here. Okay, now before we assemble, I'm going to take my triple corner punch here, and I'm going to use this slit punch and take my paper, and these 2 little indicators right here, I'm going to line my paper up where it's centered there. Where it's a little larger, it goes a little bit behind those indicators, so beyond the indicators, so I'm going to try to center that where it's the same on both sides, and then just punch. Okay, so I have a nice little slit there we're going to be using for some ribbon in a minute. Next, we're going to go ahead and put on our designer paper. Now, let's go ahead and assemble the box first. That'll be easier. Okay, I'm going to fold these 2 in and leave that center piece and take some fast fuse and just run it across there, and the same on the other side. Okay, now I'm going to take and these 2 flaps with on the same side as the little notch here, I'm going to leave those alone for a while, but I'm going to fold this one in and then fold up on that side, and then this one is going to go on top. Okay, and the same on the other side. Fold up the center and fold up this side, and then this side with the slit in the top. Okay, now let's put on some designer paper. I have this cut. All of these are a 5/8 inch width, okay, but I have 2 that are cut at 5/8 by 3 1/8, and 2 that are cut at 5/8 width by 1 1/8. So I'm going to put adhesive and apply that. Just center that on the front, back, and side panels. Okay, this is going to cover up this seam here, this overlapping seam on each side. And then we'll get this one done. Okay, then I have a piece of the Blushing Bride 1/4 inch cotton ribbon. Okay, and then I'm going to come in from this side and go through the slit. Okay, and just prepare this because you would want to put your lip gloss or your lipstick or your lip balm inside first before closing it up. So, but for the inside, what I did is I took a piece of our white filter paper, and it has several of the round pieces inside, and I stamped it with 2 of the images from that Bloomin' Love set, the 2 solid little blossom flowers here. And I used Blushing Bride and Rose Red, which are the colors in that designer paper. And I'm going to use that to wrap my little gift in and put it inside, and that keeps it from shaking around in there. Okay? And so then what I'm going to do is close that, come on around, and I'm going to tie a bow for the closure. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to prepare to do a little bit of stamping just for a nice sweet sentiment for the top in case you want to do this for a Valentine's Day gift. Piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I have the Love You and the Friend sentiment from that Blooming Love set, and some Rose Red ink. I'm going to ink that up and stamp both of them at the same time. Then take my washi label punch, slip that in, and I want it more toward the left. And then do it the same for the Love You, where I have most of my space over here to the left of the saying. And then I'm going to take these 2 and take this blossom punch, stamp off a bit to make it a little lighter, and stamp over it. Oops. Okay, so that's going to say Love You, Friend, and I'm going to take my handheld stapler, just staple those together, use a mini glue dot, and we're going to put that right on top here, and I'm going to adjust this ribbon a bit in a minute, trim some of this down. But one more little embellishment. I have a scrap piece of that Love Blossoms and the flower from the Itty Bitty Accents Punch Pack. And then I'm going to take one of our basic pearls, put it in the center, and use another mini glue dot to adhere that right on top of that staple to hide it. Okay, so let's trim this a little bit. Okay, and there you have a cute little box for a lipstick or a lip balm to present to a friend for Valentine's Day or any occasion, really. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure and visit my website at inkandinspirations.com for more ideas, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.